Hey guys, GeneralMcBadass here, and today I've got another build for you. Today's build is the Jacket build from Hotline Miami. Jacket is the protagonist of Hotline Miami, and he's well versed in many weapons, although what he's most known for is using his baseball bat to bash people's heads in. In Hotline Miami, Jacket is a rather average guy, with the exception of his melee abilities. As such, the necessary skills today are based on bare essentials, skills that I like to have on almost every build. In Mastermind, you want Endurance. Enforcer, Transporter. Technician, Nerves of Steel. And in Ghost, Sprinter, Fast Hands, and Shinobi. I'll go more into detail in the gameplay as to why I believe these skills are essential. And since this is the Jacket build, it would be implied that I'm going to pick up melee skills. And I will be. However, let's go over the weapons first. For our weapons today, we're going to be going along with the theme of bare essentials. So we're going to be using the AMCAR, an SMG from the Hotline Miami DLC, and the baseball bat. However, I will be putting mods on the weapons, because I ain't some fucking Neanderthal. So for our AMCAR, we have the Competitor's Compensator, Military Laser Module, Mil-Spec Mag, Speculator Sight, and the War-Torn Stock. For our secondary, we're going to be using the Tech 9 submachine gun, with the Ghetto Blaster, Competitor's Compensator, Military Laser Module, Extended Mag, Solar Sight, and the Just Bended Stock. Now for our melee, we're going to be using the baseball bats. However, let's go take a look at the skills again. So there are two low-tier skills that affect melee stats. In Enforcer, it's Pumping Iron, and in Ghost, it's Martial Arts. Martial Arts Basic affects Knockdown, while Pumping Iron affects damage, Basic for regular enemies, and Aced for specials. I normally find Pumping Iron aced impractical. Taking on specials at close range is a bad idea, and normally you want to keep your distance with them. So I've gone ahead and picked up Pumping Iron Basic, as well as Martial Arts Basic. So let's take a quick look at our melee. As you can see, I have the baseball bat here, and knockdown has been increased, however, damage has not. And this is actually a menu bug. In-game, in combat, you will actually get higher damage on non-special enemies, however, it just doesn't show up in this menu. If you pick up Pumping Iron Aced, it will show up as increased damage. For now, it will not. So, that's just the thing to keep in mind. That's why I wanted to go over the melee skills separately, because for a lot of people, they'll see this and it's like, oh well, Pumping Iron's useless unless you get it aced. Not so, not so. It's a menu bug, and well, they just haven't changed that. So there you have it. Those are the skills, the weapons, and the whole build. It's time to hurt some people. Okay, looks like we're good. Except for Chains, who's off the screen. But that's alright. So yeah, this is something that people have actually asked for, like a low-level build, something that, you know, newer players can use or people in low in infamy. And well, this is usually what I would do. You know, if I were in low level, like I just infamied, I usually go for these types of skills first. And they're heavy on mobility, heavy on bags, you know, just bag stuff, so you can move fast, you can bag stuff fast. Whatchamacallit. Nerves of Steel is amazing for just any and all interaction. And it's really... Why aren't you wearing full body armor? Well, it begins. Like, it's really just bare essentials, stuff that I just really like to have. Like, all the Ghost stuff, just for mobility. I mean, Shinobi and Cleaner, like, basically are just all you really need for like bare minimum stealthing, so you can like kill someone without getting noticed, stuff like that. So let's go do some pre-planning. Already done for me, never mind. I don't have to even worry about it. Let's get a custom track going here. There we go, Evil Eye. So yeah, I mean, so I'm going to be bringing a doctor bag. Even though it's a bad bag, it's better than nothing. I tend to like meds more than ammo. And, you know, it's good. We got 2 people with Iron Man, so we should be alright. Ooh, so fast right now. Ah, they hurt though. Whoop. Yeah, this baseball bat, ever since they introduced the first baseball bat, the Lucille baseball bat, melees have been very, very viable in combat. I mean, it has a really high base damage, it has really, really good knockdown, and they're just overall really good for going loud. They really are. So let's just blow up all the doors now so we don't accidentally run into them later. Well, we could try cooking as well. I don't see why not. Only got 2? 2. Yeah, we got 2. So we can cook 2. Maybe there's 4 underneath and we're good. But yeah, this build is basically bare essentials. Like, I have no skills, just enough. Like, anybody around like level 30 can get all these skills, and level 30 is relatively easy to get. So I mean, the reason why I like these skills in particular is because mobility is always handy. Whether you go heavy, you go, you know, quiet, anything really. There really is not a time where mobility is not preferred. Let me grab some Yu-Gi-Oh cards first. But yeah, mobility, you know, going loud, like really tanky, Iron Man, or really light, as in like a suit, lightweight ballistic vest, is still very nice. And then for, you know, unless you go 100% stealth all the time, you'll want to have at least a few skills in Ghost, just like Shinobi. Shinobi is a must-have because you'd rather be able to kill a guard and not have to worry about him alerting other people than, you know, then that have a be, you know, something you have to worry about. It's a few points that you put into it to ensure that killing guards will not alert anybody else. Okay, so I should be helping them, but I am cooking the meth. What the heck? Oh! We forgot a guy. Yay, loot. Continue cooking yet? No, not yet. So what else? I mean, you know, we got Endurance, Sprinter, that's just for mobility. Shinobi Basic is for mobility. And then, you know, Shinobi Aced and Cleaner are both for stealth. Just like the bare essentials for stealth. Let's grab a little bit more stuff first, actually. Cook that last one. And then, what other skills did we talk about? I'm really blanking hard right now. Oh, also, Haul Ass. Haul Ass is the combination of skills, which is Transporter and Fast Hands. It's a term that my friends and I made up. And basically, Haul Ass is just, it is so nice. In this game, bags are like everywhere. There are very few missions where there isn't a single bag of loot. So being able to pick them up fast, move fast with them, is a must. A definite must. So getting Fast Hands aced and Transporter aced is normally something I pick up for almost any build. Most of these skills that I've picked up are really handy for, well, any build. I mean, there are very few exceptions as to where I won't pick them up. You know, if I'm doing a particular build that requires like a really high tier skill that I can't get without giving up a few of the other skills, then sometimes I'll skip out on some. But for the most part, most of them I will be having all of them in most any build. They're just way too handy. So let's actually talk a little bit about the baseball bat and the melee skills, because those essential skills, you've probably seen it. You'll notice that in any build I have those skills. Like, hands down, I probably have it. They're just too handy. And it's really hard to play the game without them. That's the main reason why. Okay. So, melee skills. For 2 points, you can actually make your melee very, very good. I mean, as you saw, like the knockdown stat, it was really high. There's a very good base damage stat. It was really good. all you need is martial arts basic and pumping iron basic. And, ooh, that's a psychodozer. But yeah, for 2 skills, you can make your melees pretty amazing. That being said, melee was never overly great to begin with. However, with those 2 skills, you can make it pretty awesome. Oh, I still have something on. So yeah, I went ahead and went in-game and tested that thing before. You know, I talked about how, like, the menus glitched. So I can confirm that in-game, you will get the extra damage, even if it doesn't show it in the menus. Oh, snipers. Ooh, something is hurting a lot. So let's go to the back way. Whoops. There we go. So even with the weapons, I wanted to do this build so it's like, you know, someone that's relatively new to the game. They really don't have much, not many skills, not many weapons, so that's why I went with the AM car. Of course, it's stupid to go with the AM car because the AM car is absolute crap. But, you know, it's for the sake of the build, I guess. Because there is an assault rifle that highly resembles an M4 in the Hotline Miami game. And where was I going? Oh yeah, the baseball bat. So, the baseball bat is actually one of the melees that was introduced to the game that really changed the melee gameplay. Because melees before were relatively low damage, relatively low knockdown, and there was really no reason to be using it outside of stealth. And there really still isn't, but at least these days the melees are much, much better. As you can see, the bat has pretty awesome stats, like good damage, like decent base damage, so that you can spam it without having to charge it up. Because one of the melees that have good damage but really bad like base damage is the machete. You have to charge it up, and having to charge up your melee every time to get good damage is bad, is horrible. So being able to spam your melee like this is a lot more handy. And paired with the very high knockdown of the baseball bat, this means that you'll be putting out pretty decent damage while knocking down your enemy. Knocking down your enemy is amazing for intimidation. It's also amazing because they can't shoot at you while they're knocked down. So, in every way possible, the baseball bat is, like, amazing for going loud. Even if you want to stealth with it, it's actually not too bad. The baseball bat has better concealment than the Lucille bat, although most other stats are worse. But it does have better concealment, so if you wanted to bring the baseball bat with you for stealth, it's actually not a bad idea, because if you get in a pickle, you know, with a guard, you could melee him, and he could get knocked down and not alert anybody. You know, he won't be able to shoot, he won't be able to do anything. So it's actually a really, really, really nice weapon, the baseball bat. But yeah, as for going purely loud, though, the Lucille bat definitely comes out on top. It has better base stats, better charge stats. The only thing that the baseball bat has over the Lucille bat is that it has a slower charge, or a faster charge rate, and better concealment. That is the only difference. So sadly, you know, when you go, if you're a guy that goes loud all the time, then Lucille is for you. But this bat has a little bit better concealment. It's very marginal differences. I mean, it's barely noticeable, at least to me. So yeah, because I actually don't have any skills, I'm going to be relying on teammates to do most of the stuff, like drilling and things like that. However, I can still help out, you know. Nerves of Steel is amazing for any interaction, you know, fixing a drill, putting down things, helping people up. It's overall really nice. That's a lovely Sierra you got there. So yeah, he's going to fix it probably before me. So one of the nice things about melee is that, as you can see right there, what you can do is you can actually like damage enemies a little bit and then finish them off with a melee. This actually happens a lot with shotguns. Oh god. This actually happens a lot with shotguns, considering the fact that with shotguns, sometimes you can get a body shot, you didn't actually get the head, which will damage the enemies quite a bit, but you won't actually kill them. You'll knock them down or something. So what you can do is, instead of wasting another shot, you could just melee them. Ooh, flashbangs. But yeah, since this is a bare essentials like build, it's really, you miss out on a lot of nice stuff. You don't get like the flashbang resistance. You don't get you know, weapon skills. But for the most part, you don't really need weapon skills to be effective. Like, I'm being completely effective right now, kind of. Even with a... Oh my god, they're shooting me through the wall. And they're coming in hard. I like how I just talk about being completely effective when I get destroyed by a few tan guys. Or green guys, rather. Alright, so West End. Whoop. Yeah, see, that guy was weak, and I just finished him off with a bat. That's one of the nicest things about melees, is finishing enemies off. They're not good for outright killing them, you know, when they have full health, but they're great for finishing them off after you put in a few shots. So let's go ahead and grab some chemicals. I don't know why I'm waiting for him. I have a crowbar myself. So West End, they said it's chemicals, right? West End chemicals, yeah. So we'll get that carbode. Barcode, carbode. Oh, they already got one. Doesn't matter. This one has nothing.
Here they come. You fuck with me, I fuck you.
Yes, you will, little Russian man. You did not scare me. So it looks like we actually only got 3 chemical sets. Oh lordy. So a lot of people really like the Uzi because it's one of the highest damage SMGs. It can reach that 40 damage threshold. And with the Technician headshot damage bonus, that means it's a 2-shot kill on a tan guy. Despite this fact, I still really enjoy the Tech 9. The Tech 9 is a very fun weapon, and I just like using it. I like the feel of it, I like the look of it. Overall, I just enjoy it a lot better. This is the reason why I use this. Scorpion is a little bit weak. It does have nice ammo, but it's very, very meager in damage. So, that's the reason why I choose that. Oop, oop. I went the wrong way. Woohoo! They all just came down. Yeah, even though the Amcar is not amazing, it's still good enough. Good enough for overkill. It's alright. So, you know, a lot of the people that complain that the Amcar is absolute crap, yeah, it is, but it's not, you know, it also depends on the user of the weapon. Having good team chemistry also helps a lot. Piece of Russian crap. Okay, let's go around. Never mind, not going around no more. Not that way anyway. Let's go this way instead.
So that's where the Russian rat is holed up. Get yourselves and any loot back to the car.
This guy said he wanted to cook, but he's slow as hell. He's not getting up here. Is he gonna? Are you gonna cook or what? I can cook. I think he's typing. Yeah, we're on the first step because I finished cooking. Ooh, these things hard to shoot through. I'll go. He's being way too timid. Whoop. Thank you very much. But yeah, I mean, like, a lot of people in this game usually think higher level, more skills equals better player. It usually is not the case. To be a good player in this game, you just need a little bit of know-how. You know, you need to be well-versed in FPS games. Just know when to take cover, when to shoot people, go for headshots, stuff like that. I mean, too often we just see people that have like used their primary only, pick up ammo or meds when they shouldn't have, stuff like that. Oop. And this is actually not a bad build for starters, simply because you're able to utilize most of most of your melee. You can still use your weapons, and it's just overall it's very handy. Let me put that in. Thank you very much. For this cooking, it's best not to mix it because, unlike the other one where Bane actually tells you, you're not being told here, so it's really bad for actually knowing what's going on. So let one person cook, and that's usually for the best. And this is a little bad because my mouse has like something on it. Ooh, it's I don't know. Feels kind of sticky. I was not doing anything inappropriate. Nothing. Nope. Nothing. Nada. Actually, I haven't shot that much. Yeah, this first day is relatively tame in terms of enemies coming in. It's the second day that completely, like... Yeah, it's really bad. They Zerg rush you and everything. It's pretty crazy. Oh, there we go. I can cook now. Let me just grab that. Thank you very much. So, as you saw, probably in the beginning, the guy outright came up and asked us, why don't you carry heavy armor? Well, the deal with heavy armor is that you lose a lot of mobility, and one of the things that, was highly emphasized with the skills that I picked was that mobility is important, Giving up mobility is a big thing. It really is. Not to mention, armor without the skills, without bulletproof, without ICTV, usually is not quite worth it. At least in my opinion. This is in my opinion. Well, everything usually is my opinion. The build, what's good for this, that. It's really opinion. But my thought on armor is just that you take a lot of hits, which is good for when you're holding up, but just the mobility is just so bad. And it really is more of a preferred playstyle, Do you like going light? Do you like running around? Being a little bit more, supporty? You could, go with Inspire, you could just do other stuff. Or do you like being the guy that just tanks up the damage and has to die for your teammates? I mean, it really is just a different play style. That being said, lightweight armor, suits, they are not a bad playstyle. They are still viable. Which, to some people, they don't believe that. But you just gotta play smart. And in some cases, it's actually more handy to be lightweight, to be able to run around, dodge bullets. I mean, in the times where there are like snipers and just stuff where you have to go to an unfavorable position, having light armor is really handy. The very first thing I thought about is bank heist. If you have to cross the street to get into the van, having light armor is really handy because you can actually sprint across and probably dodge most of the damage. Whereas if you had heavy armor, you would actually end up just dying in the middle of the street because, one, you're too slow, and you won't be able to dodge any of the damage. And armor is woefully not... It's not spectacular unless you have the extra skills for it, So I don't have Dominator, so I probably won't be able to dominate this guy. Well, I can still kill him, though. As for this guy, he's shooting me through the wall. That's all kinds of cool, Ooh, can't see. Oh, no good, no good. Hide. Well, I didn't make it in, but I didn't get shot at, so that's good. It's enough of that AM car. Yeah, this Tech 9, I just really like it. The way it looks, the way it feels, the way it handles, everything about it. So what if it's a little bit less in damage? another thing I'd like to talk about. A lot of people love to sweat over exact numbers. It's like, what is best for this? You know, let's min-max our weapons, min-max our skills. Sometimes it's not really all about that. Sometimes it's just about what you want to use. You know, you can make things work. Of course, Car 4 is usually the weapon that people like to talk about. You know, oh, it gets the magic number and it's got the best. You know, it's overall one of the best weapons. And I'm not gonna say that it's not. I'm just saying that that's boring. Do you really want to be using the Car 4 all the time? No. At least for me. Some people are okay with that, you know? Some people are okay with going with similar builds all the time. That's alright, you know? I can't say nothing. That's just how people play. But for me, I know I really like to switch it up. I don't like things getting stale. Which is one of the reasons why this game has actually lasted as long as it has for me. Because I always switch it up. You know, I'll use different weapons, occasionally different builds, stuff like that. So, sweating over numbers sometimes is not, you know, you don't really need to. Sometimes it's alright to just go with what works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know? Let's see, we got, that guy's got 2 more to cook. Oh. I got kind of scared because I heard him charging, and then I ended up just falling instead. So yeah, that happened. Thank you very much. Oh, I died from fall damage. That was, I butter legs it. Let's actually get out of here because it's not wise to stay in that spot. So even though I did go with very bare-like skills, I do still have a lot of mods on weapons. And, well, to be honest, mods do have a big part in how weapon functions. You know, with the AMCAR, it really helps that I have, like, the competitor's compensator, stuff like that. It increases accuracy, damage, stability, really just everything. So yeah, see, that guy doesn't have fast hands. He took actually quite a while to bag it. I mean, fast hands is just really nice to have. It's just like every mission has a use for fast hands. Every mission has a use for transporter. Every mission has a use for the mobility. That is why I deem those skills essential. Because for those reasons, like you're just always using them. There's never a reason not to be fast, not to be able to bag stuff fast. There we go. So yeah, first day is whatever, kind of, you know? I did die a few times stupidly, but, well, what can you do? Although, without skills, you do have to play very carefully. Like, very carefully. Haha, I did the least damage, actually. But, that's not to say I didn't do well. You know, I still held my own, for the most part. Next day, though, is gonna be quite the test, especially for someone without any skills, like me right now. Yeah, the spawn rates on this one are up the wazoo. There are snipers everywhere. It's gonna be very difficult to do. His apartment is a cruddy dump in a cruddy part of town. Security ain't great, but I'm sure he and his muscles have something in their I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, yes, I am. That's right. Let's change the soundtrack. Hot Pursuit. What I really like about this Hotline Miami heist is that the music is awesome. I mean, the heist itself is very intense. It's just, overall, like, this DLC is just great. The weapons are more or less meh. They're SMGs, but it's whatever. SMGs are fine. SMGs and assault rifles, where they really shine is low-level builds and builds that don't require, like, the use of weapon skills. You know, if you don't have shotgun skills, if you don't have pistol skills, well, SMGs, I mean, SMGs, assault rifles, they just do so well. And I was not prepared. Oh, well. Time to put on that Richard! Oh, lordy.
Our inside man left the batch at C4. Grab it.
Inside. Double time.
Ooh. Dang, I already took damage. That's not cool.
Follow me. Hurry, hurry.
You can't have Commissar.
Yeah, you can't have Commissar. This guy has some pretty awesome lines, not gonna lie. There we go. I'll be the team player that takes him out, because most people just run right by. And then they just kind of wander around for eternity.
The good news, Commissar has a huge stack of coke up in his penthouse. The bad news, he's flushing
Ooh,
it.
I am so fast when I have when I'm being inspired. Alright, so we didn't get that guy, but I don't mind getting this guy, because this guy you don't have to run so far. Okay, let's see. Where do we go? Oh, hello. I got there a little too fast, and they weren't quite ready for me. So I don't have a special drill, so instead I'm gonna hope one of them do, or else I would put down a drill. I don't have Inspire either, so there's no reason to yell at them. Just break that. So with melee, Instinct usually takes over. Where? Really? He has silence, but not restart, huh? That's interesting. With melee, Instinct usually takes over, and I forget about melee, like in intense situations, because melee, for the most part, is... For me, it's a conscious effort. Like, I have to think, like, oh, I'm gonna melee this guy. Whereas shooting people in the head is not a... it's not something I have to think about. It's like, I'm just gonna do it. You're just gonna die, you know? Ooh, tasers. Something's wrong with tasers still. So yeah, you may not see me melee so much simply because it's usually a bad idea. You're very vulnerable when you melee. And wow, tasers are going to be the end of me. Look at that, he's dead and he's still tasing me. I'll tie him. So, I think the easiest thing I found out about the staircase thing is that you have to just find it early. It's never actually in like the far, like you shouldn't run too far. So yeah, for this guy they already found it. It's like usually one of the first doors, I think. At least that's what I found. Are they getting it? He's getting it. He's not getting it. There you go, he got it. Ooh, nice. We got four bags of money. Very good. So yeah, forgive me if you don't see me melee so much. Like I said, melee in this game is, even though it's really nice with the bat, really nice with the skills, it's still not preferable. Not at all. So yeah, let me help them move bags, because they are a little bit slow. See, in some situations, the mobility is amazing, you know? Like, those guys, they're very slow, moving bags, slow, everything. But they will be able to tank damage, which is, you know... Ooh, I was gonna bat him. Oh, that's, two Boba Fett dozers. There we go. Teamwork. Teamwork. Very good. Oop. So if you didn't know, actually waiting to bag this is actually, well, a better idea. I mean, when you leave it on the table like that, they can't steal the coke, and it also can't burn. So usually it's for the best if you just leave it. Ooh. Yeah! Killed him. Yeah, for me, I have to make it a conscious effort to kill people with the melee. Oh. Ooh, those snipers. Wow. My health is not existent right now.
Hey, thanks.
Oh, that's a lot of green guys.
More snipers are coming in. The drill's in the area. Pilot said through a skylight. Find it.
Ah, dang. I thought I had it too. See, sometimes speed is not bad. I mean, like, circling around the AI causes them to go nuts a little. So if you can actually do that consistently, like, you can take on bulldozers, specials, you know, like shields and stuff. Not tasers. And, like, you could dodge cloakers that way, too, so. If I had Dominator... No, oh, my lordy, these snipers. These snipers are going to be the end of me.
Snipers on the surrounding.
But, as I was saying, if I had Dominator, dominating these cops would be a lot easier because when you've knocked them down, they actually get dominated easier. I'm fairly certain. I'm not quite sure what the stat is for that, and they're taking the coke. Alright, well, we can take it, doesn't matter. As long as we defend it, we'll be fine. Woo, and then their frame drop. Yeah, this day is always a little bit funky. So I'm actually gonna hang out back here a little bit. Gives me a little bit of room to move, and hopefully I don't get picked off by a sniper. Tagline, get out of there! There's a gunship firing on your position, over!
Follow me.
Oh. Ooh, I'm not sure where they're going. And I didn't let it reload all the way. Ooh, alright. I predicted wrong. He predicted right. The fire hurts. The fire, it hurts. Sprinkler, work faster. Oh, lordy. Woo, Amcar, you are weak. At least it's reasonably accurate. Ooh, not good for spam, though. That stability is not good. Oh, lordy. Yeah, so if you stick with most of the FPS do's and, like, stay away from the don'ts, so, like, for FPSs, take a lot of cover, utilize it, go for headshots a lot. It doesn't take much to be decent at this game. You know, you don't need to be a high level. There are plenty of people that I've played with that have just begun at this game and have been decent, and there are plenty of people that I've played with that have plenty of levels and are bad. So it really is just depending on the person. But most people tend to think, you know, with more levels means better. Not always the case. Not always the case. Ooh, tasers are scary. They got a lot of health. Ooh, I'm actually running low on my Amcar. Yeah, for specials, you tend not to want to melee them. This is the reason why I didn't pick up Pumping Iron Ace. I mean, you just don't want to be near them. The only special that you can, like, that you can safely melee is a shield, and that's once you've circle strafed them. Everything else, like a bulldozer, it's not practical. He has too much health. Taser, he's gonna tase you. Cloaker, he's gonna kick you. Sniper, well, you can't even melee a sniper. And I just got screwed right there. But yeah, that's just how it is. You don't want to melee specials. Usually, period. Ooh, Psychodozer took him out. Hello. Oh god, I miss Inspire. And Stun resistance. Oh god. Walk out of that room. Where am I? Oh, I went a little too far. That's right. So a handy tip for anybody playing this second day and you're having a problem with these snipers in the back, just crouch. The only one that can get you is that guy. So if you actually crouch, they won't see you. So you can kind of go about this whole like place, this whole back area just crouched, and those snipers won't be too much of a problem. However, make one mistake, like you're just running around, and they will snipe you. Especially when you have light armor like me. As you saw earlier, I just got destroyed by the sniper. Sometimes this is nothing you can do. I'll let them fix it.
Looks like snipers are gonna get involved.
Snipers are gonna get involved.
Taser.
Hello, Taser. Oh, sniper. You better duck. Yeah, there you go. He ducks.
Second now.
Woo! The weak cops in between waves are scarier than anything else to me. Not to mention they're usually paired with like tasers. Oh, tasers and weak cops. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Very scary. Very scary. Oh shit. Shield in a close quarters room. No good, no good. Whoop. And playing whack-a-mole with the snipers is usually the best way to take them out. Except the mole is the one that's doing the damage, which is funny. Because usually you're trying to whack the mole. Not this time, bitch. I am the whacker, and I am the mole. See, can I dominate him? I doubt it. Nah, he's not gonna get dominated. Nick Tuck, we need you. He has Inspire, I think. Yeah, he's in the open. I don't want to revive him or try to revive him without Inspire. Inspire is such a nice skill. So one of the things that you can actually compare this build to is that this build is actually quite like... Actually, I'm gonna go bat this asshole. Bat. Oh god, he's hurt. He didn't get knocked down from my bat. That sucks. He is now inside of me. I repeat, he is inside of me. Over. And he's... Well, that happened. Whoop. Why can't we punch him? Because he hurts? Okay, let's drop a med bag, because I'm gray. Hey, they're taking our bags, they're taking our bags, they're taking our bags. Alright, this is bad. Let's get out of here. This is bad. Get out, get out. Can't even get out right now. Oh my god, out of ammo. Oh god. This is why I like the spammy nature of the bat. You can spam it when you're in trouble and you're out of ammo. That's the biggest reason for having this type of a build. And for 2 points, it's not bad. All you need is 2 points for your melee to become decent. Ooh, that hurt. I took it to the face. Okay, let's go. Ton of stuff. I was afraid my bag was gonna go over the edge, which is why I kind of looked back on it.
Heads up. Sniper team just set up in a nearby building.
Ooh. Holy Amcar. Holy Amcar. That's a dozer. Hello. This is not... Okay, he's got him. I was gonna say, I'm staring at like 3 enemies. That's not good. So yeah, when you're good with your ammo and your meds, like, you can last a while. Like, I didn't even touch an ammo bag. I only touched meds once. And the way meds work is, if you don't know already, which you know, by this time I've kind of assumed that most people know about this, but if you have you know, You can go down 3 times before you go into custody instantly, and by that time you're gray. So you'll actually be able to know pretty easily when you should med up. But you should only be medding up. Oh my god, I'm getting stuck on everything. You should only med up when you're gonna go into custody instantly, because you can be revived up until then. Woo! So yeah, when you play smart, you can last a long time, even without upgraded meds or ammo. Not the same thing can be said when it's Death Wish, but, you know, Death Wish is a whole different story.
Got a loot bag.
Got a loot bag! Woo! Oh my god. It's like I'm ice skating here. The frames drop. Like, something about this map is just not... Carrying a bag.
One down.
Nice, 23 bags. I don't think I did that bad. Yeah, Neck Talk carried in kills and such. But I did alright. 84 body count, 11 specials. 69 headshots. Favorite weapon, Amcar. You're not going to see that very often. Damage, 1800. What was the highest? Damn. 5600. He did a lot. But yeah, when you are low leveled like that, you don't have the skills, you don't have your preferred weapons. Like, I know for sure I would have preferred a Judge on that day. I would have been doing a lot of work. You know, if I had like fully loaded, Inspire, stuff like that. I mean, even if you go with the tankier side, you know, you go with Iron Man, Bulletproof. You know, you'd be a lot more handy. So when you're a low-leveled person with less skills, you have to heavily rely on teammates. That's not to say that you can't be good. It's just saying that you have to, you know, you have to be able to work together. So yeah, there you have it, the Hotline Miami build, which is actually funny because with Hotline Miami, you're actually a solo guy. But I did mention here that it is nice to have teammates. Alrighty, so yeah, thank you guys for watching. That's the Hotline Miami build, centered around bare essentials and the baseball bat, as well as a few of the weapons from the game, like the Tech 9 and the M4.